Hey everybody, it's Stephanie. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to go for the Soleil look in celebration of this amazing Pacific Northwest weather we are having right now. So far, the only thing I've done to my face is I did my brows, I have my eyes primed, and I used some concealer and a little contour. Other than that, the focus is going to be eyes and then a mix of foundation, my e.l.f. Halo Glow, and this e.l.f. Camo liquid blush in the shade Bronze Bombshell. I have not tried it. I have not even experimented with this yet. It's just in my head, so I'm going to just mix it up today and see how it goes, as well as the eye look. However, I am very inspired. The last few videos I've done, this Naked Urban Decay Metal Mania. This is such a beautiful palette. Oh my gosh. I am full of ideas of what I would like to do. This particular shade here, Decadent, this gold shade. So that's going to be the eye focus, the emphasis today. Hopefully I can match my makeup within that same theme and see how it goes. And I'm just having some fun. All right, so let's see what I can do. I considered YouTubing a tutorial, but I was like, no, I don't have time for that. I'll just do it myself, which is typically how I do things. I am not putting any makeup on under my eyes right now because if there's a little bit of fallout, I don't want to have to redo my makeup. This Urban Decay Naked palette came with a dual-ended brush, and it's a really nice brush. So I'm going to start with this. I'm going to start with this shade here called Sound Tower. I'm going to take the fat end brush, and I've already used this, and it goes on so nicely and so smoothly and so easily. Hopefully it won't take me 4 hours to get this, to finish the eye look. I've got some on the brush. I'm gonna go ahead and just maybe tap and see, make sure I don't get too much. Oh my gosh, this just goes on so amazing. So amazing. Look at that. It just plops right down with such little effort. So this is going to be sort of the transition shade here before I start in on that gold. I'm just really enjoying this palette. And what I've been doing, if you haven't noticed, you may or may not have seen, I have been taking advantage of short videos and splicing up parts of my full videos and then setting them to 80s music because I love 80s music. And you know, 80s music, there's something about 80s music that just pumps me up and gets me in a really kind of a good mood. And you know, I had some good times back in the 80s. So, but 80s music, like, just seems like there was just no decade like it in regard to music. I just really enjoy 80s music. So I try to set the tone with these short videos with really fun music. Some of the music is late 70s, which is also, you know, a significant part of my growing up. I was a freshman in high school in 1979. I graduated in 82, and the music, you know, during the decade of the 80s really, especially getting around like 1980, 1981, there was good music in the late 70s. I do appreciate much of it, but between 1980 and 1985, 86 is when, you know, those are my favorite years of 80s music, I think, if I were going to narrow it down. I like that so far. So if you enjoy 80s music and speed videos, kind of like watching a transformation from start to finish and listening. I love watching transition videos too. I think it's fun to watch them in high speed. I've really been enjoying doing those. So anyway, all right. I am going to move on now to this beautiful, gorgeous golden shade Decay. I discovered the other day this BS Mall concealer brush. This picks up shimmer shades and glitter shades really well and packs them really well. So I'm gonna start with this brush. All right, here we go. Tap that in there. I like that this palette has a mirror. Oh my gosh, okay. Okay, I did the right thing. This brush is doing an amazing job. This brush is doing an amazing job, coupled with this amazing palette. Whew. All right. I'm trying not to pass out from excitement. I'm deciding whether or not I need to bring the sound tower, the color sound tower, up a little higher. I probably will. So, but for now, I'll just concentrate on this golden shade here. Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. I'm getting the vapors. This is beautiful. I'm not having a problem with fallout either, not that I can tell so far. I didn't really have a bad problem with it last time I tried it either. There was a little bit, which is to be expected, but I'm surprised that there is not more. And I am not being conservative with this right now. I'm just heads up. Usually I'm quite conservative. I ain't doing that today. I am gonna go for it. Just, oh my gosh, that is just so dang pretty. I can't stop. Make sure I've got it even on both lids. All right, I'm gonna get in a little bit closer. This golden shimmer, I really am. I'm searching and searching and searching for a bunch of fallout, and there just isn't any. Now, I did prime my eyes with this very trusted Revlon Colorstay 5-in-1 concealer in the shade Universal Brighten. This has been a really good primer for me. However, I did test this previously with no primer, and it still performed really well. But I am not seeing, I'm just not seeing a bunch of fallout. You guys, that's a big deal. Like, when you don't have huge fallout on an eyeshadow that's this shimmery, that's huge. I know I am going over this and over this and over this, but it's because this gold shade to me is like pinwheel cookies. If you bring those in my house, I will not be able to stop eating them. So this is kind of what's going on with this eyeshadow right now. I just can't seem to stop myself. Okay. Whew, holy smokes, that is just gorgeous. Oh wow, okay. Gonna stop there though. I am going to go back in with Sound Tower shade here. I'm gonna try to bring it up. If it's not quite a good transition, I want the colors to blend well. I don't want the gold to be so out there that it totally overpowers. And you know what, I'm gonna put a little bit in the corner here too. I do want the emphasis to be on the gold shadow, but I still want there to be a balance. So this is fun practice. So I'm gonna put a little bit more up there. Put it here in the corner. This is definitely gonna need some cleanup, but this end here and just sort of bring that in because it's kind of out there a little bit too much. I'm trying not to get the gold shimmer mixed up in there. Not only is it a powerful shade, but the formulation is so good that when it touches your skin, it releases, and it really it will release wherever you put it. So I have to be really, I gotta be careful. So I'm gonna come in here and just sort of, again, this is me practicing. I'm just sort of getting an idea right now how I want to shape this out. It's just very beautiful. I know these are high-end palettes and they're expensive, and frankly, if I had not had a store credit, if it was not a half price sale that day, I wouldn't have this in my hands right now. But there is something to be said about, you know, some of these higher end makeup palettes that are just, you know, gold standard. No pun intended, but this Urban Decay, you know, and I've always really liked Urban Decay when I've used Urban Decay. I've had a few of their palettes. I don't know why I don't still have them. I'm not sure, probably because I just stopped wearing as much makeup. I'm gonna have to blend that out a little bit. Just trying to be super careful though, because when I start blending it out, I do not want to get that gold anywhere else. That's gonna be a trick. That is going to be the trick. I'm gonna use the clean end of this other Urban Decay dual end brush that came from a different palette that I used to have. And I'm just gonna sort of try to blend that out a little bit. It's so good though. It's like, it's so pigmented and so good that moving it around, I probably will have to, probably just have to clean it up a little bit, but okay. I'm going to bring this down. I'm gonna bring it down a little bit into the crease. I think that would be good. Just bring it down a little bit more into my crease. And just keep that really beautiful gold, especially highlighted on most of my lid, but to where I can balance it a little bit. I'm gonna have to fix that, and that's fine, right? I'm gonna go back in just a little bit with this gold and touch up where I might have gotten away from the emphasis. Okay, you guys, we're gonna trust the process. Trust the process. I never used that term before I started watching YouTube videos. This brush I thought was a concealer brush, and it's not. It's a flat angled eyeshadow brush. No wonder why this is doing such a great job. Probably makes a good concealer brush too, but clearly doing its job as an eyeshadow brush. This is an eyebrow combination brush, but I like the density and I like the size of it. So I'm gonna use it to grab, this is called Double Kick. I'm going to apply it right there. This eye has a little bit more than this eye as far as the brown shade of Sound Tower. I'm gonna go in there and bring it up a little bit. I'm gonna go back in with this, the same brush I used for the double kick up here, and I'm gonna use this, and I'm gonna just try to smooth out those harder lines to make a better, more natural transition. Alrighty, I'm gonna fix this right here. I'm just gonna take a Q-tip and use a little bit of eye makeup remover and clean it up around the edges. That is just the Walmart brand eye makeup remover. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with some eyeliner. It still seems like it's not quite evenly settled, but I don't need to be a perfectionist. I tell myself I don't need to be a perfectionist, but then I am one anyway, because that's how I am in everyday life. Ugh. Sometimes it serves me, sometimes it does not. This is a Be a Small eyelash and eyebrow brush, and I am going to use this, and I'm just gonna go in with this shade here. It's called Road Crew. Bring it up a little bit up here. Not trying to attempt a wing by any stretch, but just sort of so that it won't be, you know, just this circle of eyeliner. Like bring it up a little bit and then feather it out. Have a look, shall we? Still feels like there's one eye bigger than the other. Well, there actually is one eye bigger than the other, but let me see if I can even it out. I don't know if I'll be able to. I might be able to fix it with mascara, but here, let me try something. Okay, so what I'm noticing now is this gold shade has fallen a little bit into the corners of my eye. So, and that's okay. I can fix that. What I did was I made this liner here. I just made a thicker line, which helps even out the size of my eyes because one eye is smaller than the other. I am gonna take this fluffy brush here. No idea. This came, I think, in an Ipsy kit or something that I had, or Beauty Box or something. I don't know what brand this is, but it's got a nice fluffy end and it's good for blending. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. I like it. I like it. I'm gonna go in with some mascara now. I'm gonna go for my Essence Lash Princess. This is the False Lash Effect. I like it a lot. Not least because it is $4.99, but I do not have to curl my eyelashes. It does what I like it to do without having to use an instrument of torture to try to curl my lashes. For some reason, me trying to curl my lashes just is drama. So I know that you all know how to put on mascara. So I am just going to apply this. I'm applying it from the lashes, the bottom of my lash up. I used to just put on mascara, I just put it on, and which is typically what I do on a regular basis. But today, for the sake of this video, I have learned bottom and just kind of shimmy up a little bit. Oh my gosh, okay. Mascara is a wonderful invention. What I'm gonna do now is, I'm kinda nervous. I'm gonna use a high-end item and two drugstore items. I am gonna use as my base foundation, I'm gonna use this NARS Sheer Glow formula, and this is the shade Santa Fe. I'm going to mix it up with this e.l.f. Halo Glow, and this is the shade Light Medium, as well as this bronze Bombshell. So I'm gonna try to get a base that is a glowy sun kiss. This is going to be very interesting. All right, let's get started. I'm going to actually put this in the palm of my hand. I usually mix, on the top of my hand, but I am going to try this technique. I'm gonna put it in the palm of my hand. I'm gonna start out with this high pigment first, and then add as much or little of foundation as I need to get it the right shade, instead of doing it last and then using, over, where I get into the land of too much pigment. So the next thing I'm gonna try is I'm gonna take some of this, this NARS foundation, like that. Now I'm gonna go in and add some glow with this e.l.f. crap. I'm getting it all over. So I'm gonna grab this beautiful, beautiful filter, Halo Glow filter, and I'm just gonna pop it right in there. Okay, I'm going to take this e.l.f. Ultimate Blending brush, and I'm going to just blend it all onto the brush from my palm. Again, I learned this from one of my favorite YouTubers at the moment. Her name is Gemma, but her channel, the name of it escapes me. I will make sure that I give her credit for this, but I am blending it in there. And then, here we go. I have not done this before, so let's see. I am going to apply this. I hope I didn't overblend it. Okay. Okay. It's supposed to give a more skin-like finish. And I may have to blend a little more because I may have overdone it. I may have overmixed and pushed too much product into the brush. Let me move my hair. Let's try it. So this also may be the answer to, nope, I've got it. This may be the answer to applying too much foundation onto the skin initially and making it cakey. But okay, so if I'm being honest, I think I got it right. I can see a nice slight bronzy glow with a very good base makeup. That NARS is, a very excellent foundation. I like this brush. I've never used this brush before. I borrowed it from my daughter-in-law. Oh my goodness. Okay, wow, I think okay, so what I'm finding with this application is, instead of applying foundation maybe directly to your face and then blending it, and perhaps it's just the pressure of your hand, you know, pushing it into your hand, that blends it up better and just pushes it into the brush so that you get more, maybe it's more controlled, I don't know. But this is, I am looking right now in a mirror that if this looked hideous, I'd be able to see even if you could not. And I'm telling you, I will be doing this again. This is a very, I think I'm more excited about the technique that I just used, even more than the blending. Okay, that looks really good. Okay, wow, that was a good foundation. That was a good foundation move, definitely. I cannot believe I did that again. I did not turn the camera back on. What is going on? This is what you just missed, folks. I needed to add more of this bronzer because the mixing action, the way that I mixed the foundation along with this, broke down the pigment to where it wasn't as pigmented as I would like it to be for the bronzed look. So what I did, and you missed it because I've already applied it and I don't want to overdo it, was I just took a little bit more in the palm of my hand. I'll just do it for, I just took a little dab and I applied it around the rest of my face just a little bit. And I still felt like it wasn't quite as, quite where I wanted it to be. So I dabbed a couple dots just one dot on my cheek by itself, like I would a normal blush, and I used it that way. So I'm not gonna do that again because I don't wanna overdo it. And then again, used this brush to blend it. And so right now, I'm gonna leave it alone and just see what my face is gonna do. I don't wanna add any more product, even if I didn't film it. Oh, that's so frustrating. Just see what my face is gonna do here. If I need to touch it up, we'll see how it settles, we'll see how it goes. But I am just really super, super excited about this very natural and beautiful way of applying makeup. I will be doing it again for sure. All right, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and just apply my lip. So in keeping with the theme of the bronzy glowy, this is my Essence Soft and Precise Lip Pencil. I'm gonna quickly just line my lips. My favorite drugstore brand lip gloss. Favorite, NYX. I am going to take this deeper shade, this is Praline, and I am going to mix it with this lighter shade. This is called Creme Brulee. So I don't want my lips to be too bold. I want to give it a balanced, I don't want that to be, on my lips it'll be a little bit more bold than what I'm going for right now. So I'm going to use mostly Praline, and then I'm gonna add a little bit of this Creme Brulee just to take the edge off a little bit. This is kind of a pinky, I'm not really sure. This is not a good color for my lips just in it by itself, but it's a good mixer. So I am going to add just a little bit of that pink and see how that mixes. I've not done this before, by the way. Okay, Okay, I get super excited about lip gloss. When I hit a bullseye with makeup, in my opinion, my own personal feelings about it, I just get really super happy about it. So, okay, that is just, If I have a bold eye, I really do want to be careful about not having a bold lip because I want the emphasis to be on the eyes. So in this particular case, that's a really pretty combination. I think that's really pretty. Okay, now the one last thing I'm going to do for my lips is this. This is a L'Oreal lipstick that I bought probably 4 or 5 months ago. For maybe, how long ago was it? Was it January, February? Not that long ago, I guess. I need my glasses. This is the L'Oreal Color Riche $7.99 Caramel Latte. And I bought it because shimmer. It is shimmer. It's very faint. You can barely see it. So when I apply it, you know, you can just, you know, if you just want to add a hint of something, this is your girl. I'm just gonna put a little bit right in the center of my lip. This is a good makeup day, folks. This is definitely a good makeup day. I'm debating whether or not I want to even use blush. I haven't decided. I'm thinking. So what I had in mind, this Coral Crush, I'm debating. Should I do it? Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this Coral Crush and I'm gonna mix it with a tiny bit of this Bronze Bombshell. And I'm going to mix it with a tiny bit of this e.l.f. Halo Glow filter and use that for blush, but I'm only going to apply it very, very subtly and with a light hand. So even if I have too much on my hand, it doesn't matter. So let's go in with just a touch. Are you enjoying this experiment today? I hope you are, because I am. All right. And I'm gonna go in with quite a bit more of the Coral Crush because I don't want the bronzer to overwhelm it. This Halo Glow is just fabulous. Okay, I'm gonna add about that much. I'm gonna use the same brush. I don't know. Again, I'm experimenting. So it's all gotten pushed into the brush. I really, really want it mixed up really well because, like I said, going to be very subtle. All right, let's see how this goes. Because everything looks so good, I don't want to ruin it. Okay. Just add a little bit. Oh. Okay. All right, that was not so bad. That actually looks nice and glowy. This entire look so far has become almost exactly the way I would have hoped. This is probably one of my absolute all-time favorite looks that I've done on video so far. I really like it. And if you've watched my videos before, you know when I am not pleased, and today I am. So that was a good move. Wow. The power of mixing. Okay, I'm just gonna add a little bit here. Just a little bit more. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. Oh my gosh. You guys, listen. I know I have light because I need light to make videos, but even without this light, I'm looking at it in, I will, you know what, I'll take pictures for you in just the regular light, and you guys can decide what you think without lights, camera, action, okay? And this isn't even that great of lighting, but you definitely need it when you're making videos, so I just want you to get an idea of what this is really doing. So, wow, okay. All right, so now I need to use a little bit of powder, just a little bit. which I hate doing because I'm always scared that if I need a little bit, I do need to touch it up and get rid of some of the texture a little bit. I made a video not long ago where I took my beloved Stilla palette and I scraped the color correcting powder out of it to try to salvage it, because for the most part this palette has just gotten to where it's just getting to where it's outlived itself. So I tried to salvage some of this powder because the powder is really good. And so this is the lavender powder. It was not a loose powder before I got a hold of it. So I'm gonna use just a little bit on this finger sponge I got at Dollar Tree. And I'm just gonna press that in. I didn't use any under eye corrector or concealer at all. So who knows what this is gonna look like when I'm in regular light. But you can all see truth in advertising. All right. I don't want to touch that too much and mess it up. Okay, good enough. All right, I'm gonna stop there. And I'm gonna go and get some in video, and then you can see what it looks like in regular light. I'm curious to see what it looks like as well. All right, everybody, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope that you enjoyed the content of this video. So anyways, thank you so much for stopping by, and I will see you next time.